Hey guys, welcome back to our channel. Today, something vintage, something nice, something that will take us back to our childhood. Because it seems like we're getting disconnected more and more from what has been because of the use of tablets and iPhones and all that. But the feeling of an actual comic or an actual book or a magazine in your hand, the smell of it, especially if it's something that has been boxed up for a couple of years, that's why it is vintage. Just the smell of it, the feeling, I don't know, the texture, the way, the colors, the way it was, combined together. That is something, there is no smartphone in the world, there is no digital book in the world or Kindle or whatever other app you might be using to read and enjoy your comics and book. Nothing can beat that. That's just a fact. That really is a fact. And if you do not agree, then I'm going to have to say that you probably haven't held like an actual book in your hands for a while. That's why maybe you forgot the feeling. So I don't know. I keep missing it. I keep missing the feeling of, of this, what I'm just saying right now. I'm going to ramble, guys. This is not a script. This is just something from the heart. We're going back to a little bit of our childhood. We're going to do a little bit of a vintage vibe here. So please don't be too harsh on me. I'm just going to wing it. Although I have something here, a little history about this magazine in particular. Disney Adventure magazine. So this is not the first Disney magazine that has been. This is like maybe the third or the fourth or maybe even the sixth. Anyway, there has been different magazines before this one that Disney brought out, targeting all kind of audience. I think the first one was probably the Disney Channel magazine, but I'm not really sure. Something that is still available on eBay, but it's not something that you can find here in Europe. Like I said, the whole Disney was, of course, born in the USA. So people that, like us, love the vintage Disney stuff that are just living too far away from the source, the actual birthplace of Disney, are gonna find it very hard to find vintage Disney stuff. And now you can find some on eBay, and of course, like everyone knows, they're either too expensive, especially now with the latest changes around that law, the tax, the shipping and all that. It's almost crazy expensive. Or you don't find it, or it's just not available. So anyway, let's just relax and take a look through these magazines, see what we can find. So the Disney Adventure was a monthly magazine published by the Walt Disney Company from 1990 to 2007. I think the issues that we have here are from not really 90, although this is the first issue. See, it says the first issue. So this is from 1990. This one has to be from 1990, volume 1. So I was able to lay my hand on a little lot, a little pile of volume 1 issues. I have here volume 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8. So I don't have all of them, but at least I have the original ones, the first ones that were ever brought out. This is one of them. We have 2 of these, so when we have more, we love to share it. But you guys, we're not there yet. We're not there yet to go outside and do as if everything is dandy. Not here in Holland, definitely not. So me and Mike wish to give one away, but it's going to take a while. It's going to take a while before we'll be comfortable enough, to go to a post office and send it to you. So we might do a giveaway at the end of this video. So the Disney Adventure started in 1990 and it was discontinued in 2007. It was targeted mainly at grade school kids, as you can see here, the magazine for the kids, but contained items for general interest to fans of Disney productions, as well as fans of various entertainment media, alongside calendars, comics, other features. So, and the Disney Adventures tended to be inclusive magazine after featuring information about films, TV shows, and all that, and such as DreamWorks, Nickelodeon, and major big films. Sometimes they do interviews, and there have been some issues that did that focused on big films like Star Wars, Harry Potter, Shrek, Chronicles of Narnia, and all that. So anyway, so it was discontinued in August. This is why I'm sharing this with you, because we're now in August 2021, and this magazine was discontinued in August of 27, August the 1st, 21st, 2007. Which is really a shame, because it's such a nice, happy, old-fashioned magazine. So let's just take a look. Let's take a look, you guys, see what we can find through this. Oh yeah, it also contains ads, old ads for candies, chocolate bars, and all that, but also for video games. You gotta love this. You just gotta love this. Capri Sun. I mean, look at that. This is their index page. Look at it. It's just cute. Of course, it had to be cute for kids, but to say that this is a magazine for like really young age, I don't know. I don't know if I would agree with that, because there are interviews with, you know, people that made video games or people that made movies and all that, and the language isn't really adapted to the level of like really small children. So I don't know if I would have to agree with that. Look at this. This is an ad for the Peter Pan video tape. Love this kind of stuff. I just love this kind of stuff. I hope I'm not boring you too much, you guys. Maybe I'm weird. Maybe I'm a nerd or a geek. I don't mind at all. I just, and the smell as I'm going through these pages, you guys, the smell of it is just, the smell of old books. I know where I grew up in Morocco, North Africa. We used to live in an old home, and then at some point, my mom used to manage, you know, to have saved enough money to build us like a better home, a more structurally safe and all that home. So we transformed from one home to another, but they were still against each other. So it was more back to back, and one of the rooms that we left behind was filled with our old school books and comics and all that. And I used to love just go there every now and then, just lock myself up and just sit between all these books. And the smell of those old books is really what I smell right now. I cannot explain it. Look at this, Chip and Dale, the video game for the Nintendo. Can you see it? Hang tough, be a rescue ranger. Yeah, love it. Oh yeah, and they also did comics like these ones. And for the first 18 issues, the comics were placed in different spots between articles and columns in each issue. But starting from May 1992 issue, the comics were considered consolidated into a single section labeled the Comic Zone. And I think the first version of that you can find in the January issue of 1995. However, they say from May 1992 to November 1994, most issues had one story run at an early point in the issue, and it was called the Future Comic. And they say that early on, the magazine comics were mainly based off an animated Disney properties, particularly the shows aired on the Disney Afternoon. Comic stories starring Roger Rabbit were also a regular feature in the magazine until the May of 1993. though much of the Roger Rabbit stories in the magazine's first year were reprints of the stories from the regular Roger Rabbit comic book that was running at the time. Another early recurring feature in the comics were big adventure comics, which were original stories themed around whichever topic was the subject in the Big Adventures column that month. Starting in 1996, the magazine also began publishing new comic stories based on older Disney animated features, often to tie in with new video releases that the film themselves were receiving. So these comics, you had DuckTales, Chip and Dale, Rescue Rangers, Tailspin, Who Framed Roger Rabbit, The Rocketeer, Mickey Mouse and Friends, Darkwing Duck, Goof Troop, Aladdin, Dinosaurs, Bunkers, and the list goes on and on and on. Love these comics. Mike actually has a lot of the Disney comics. What was it called, Mike? We call it in Dutch Donald Duck? Mike is shaving. So yeah, Mike has a lot in the attic. It's just love it. This is Tailspin. So in this issue, they did 2, Rescue Rangers and Tailspin, and what's the name of this guy? Scrooge. I keep forgetting it. Look at that. Tailspin little toys. These things just make me happy. Even though I will never be able to have them, but just to look at that, just to see this, makes me so happy. Look at this cover on the back. I'm gonna have this printed on a shirt. So this was the first issue. Again, this is not the first magazine that Disney brought out, but I'm just so happy that I was able to get my hands on this little pile. Just love these magazines. I cannot tell you guys how much. This must have been the holidays edition. I used to watch this guy's TV shows. I keep forgetting his name. I was crazy about his shows. I always thought, wow, he's such a smart kid. He was really some sort of a role model for me when I was a kid watching his shows. I just loved the way he talked, and you know, it felt like they brought the being a kid to a different level. To not being a kid, basically, but more like a little adult. I don't know, I just love that. I hated, like, being a kid all the time. Catch the beat. So what is in here? Again, the index page with what seems like to be, oh, Skittles. Doesn't love Skittles. I just love these ads. It's not only a Disney magazine, it really is some sort of a time capsule, really. All these interviews with our childhood stars. There's something new under the sea. The sensational Academy Award-winning picture is now a stunning prestige format graphic novel from the people who bring your dream to life. So there is Little Mermaid comic, for those of you that are wondering. Oh yeah, Cheetos. Love Cheetos, but it smelled funny. So I tried to avoid it. Plus it gave you orange fingers. And then your fingers smelled funny for the whole long time. So, yeah. Madonna. No, we're not really into Madonna. Oh, the Muppets. DuckTales for Nintendo, a video game. And I have all these video games and I love them. It's so cute. It's just so cute. Join Scrooge McDuck on his greatest challenge ever. Look at that. Love it. You know, I love having this on a shirt. This actual page. I think I'm going to do some shirts with actual pages from this one. Why from this one? Because everything on the internet, the pixels are not just high enough to my standards. So, but with this, you can take a good picture or even make a scan, and you're good to go. Night vision goggles, bug alert. spy-orama. Look, this is what I mean. I mean, James Bond is not for kids. Was not a movie for kids. There was violence. There was adult stuff sometimes. Well, at least what we consider too adult to watch as a kid. So I don't think they were only targeting kids, although it says so. The magazine for kids. I think they were trying to put something in here that would maybe encourage the parents, because the parents were getting something out of it too sometimes. So these came with the Happy Meal. So if you have these, you know that you have something that's really vintage. Oh my God, I feel like this is going to be a long, stupid video. But you know what, guys? I don't care, because I love this kind of stuff. You can make fun of me. You can call me stupid, boring. I don't care. It's okay. I just love this kind of stuff, and I just have to share them with you. So yeah, so this was the holidays issue. Then we get, I think our friend Eric from New Zealand is gonna love this one. This has the Indiana Jones vibe going on. That's what I mean. And I know that you, Eric, if you happen to be watching this stupid video, of course, Eric is an amazing artist from New Zealand. He does illustrations. He has a magazine. A lot of stuff. A lot of stuff. If I don't forget, I'll put a link to his channel at the end. But I hope I don't forget, because usually I promise you guys to put all kind of information at the end of a video, and then they sit on my iPhone, and then it takes about a week sometimes before I get around to sit down and edit them, and then I forget completely what the video is about or what I said or didn't say. So please, please, please forgive me. Sometimes you see me doing that. It's not that I don't care or I don't like to keep my promise. It's just that living with the blue man of the Sahara. Yeah, for those of you guys that don't know, Sahara is just not only in Morocco, where I originally came from, but actually stretches all the way to Libya and Egypt and beyond. The Big Red Boat. Only one cruise line gives you the keys to the kingdom. The Big Red Boat sound like a Canadian. I love my Canadians. The official cruise line of Walt Disney World. A Big Red Boat family vacation is 7 wonderful days that will last a lifetime. Your cruise and Disney Week package includes 3 or 4 nights luxury Bahamas cruise, rental car, lodging at an Orlando area hotel, and admission to the Magic Kingdom, Epcot Center, Disney MGM Studios, theme park, and nearby Spaceport USA, and round-trip coach air. We're also the only cruise to feature professional youth counselors and the world-famous Disney characters on board. Air-inclusive rates from $695. Ask your travel agent about the Big Red Boat. Call for free brochure. Okay, so that's all the stuff you can do. I don't know if that number still exists. I know some of us guys cannot see an email or a phone number somewhere, and it starts to itch. Then we have to call or email that number. What is this? Treasure hunting. Love these old comics. Love them, love them, love them. I don't know, I think life changed a lot since we stopped reading and having a little bit of fun and enjoying fun stuff. They don't always have to be serious. Look at that. I bet you there are many girls and ladies getting crazy about this sweater. The guy from Full House, Bob Saget. Love it. Okay, I'm gonna try and go through this a little bit faster, you guys, because I know at this point you're probably bored. Rescue Rangers. Also have these cards. The adventure begins in your mailbox. If you want to subscribe, if you wanted to subscribe, something that has been done to every kids magazine in every country. These cards that you fill out and send back. Oh look, is this the Dalmatian? Oh no, it's a crossover. Dalmatians and Rescue Rangers. And actual history lessons were in this too. So it was not only entertaining, but it was actually very educational too. Yeah, Mike used to read Donald Duck. And he says here in Holland, and I say he says here in Holland because I didn't grow up in Holland. He says there was this thing where you had all your Donald Duck magazines, how do you say that? Bundled together as a book. So that's what he did to his. And they're now in the attic. I just love these kind of ad pages. Love it. I really need to have them printed on a shirt. Join the chase. Everything was so colorful in the old days. So happy. All right, I want to keep this to a max of 30 minutes, so let's just do this much faster. Who doesn't love John Candy? Tailspin, again, this on a shirt. Just love it. Three Musketeers. For you American kids that know this, I don't know it, but you probably know it. An interview with John Candy. Again, more Tailspin. Comics. What is this? Packing with popcorn. Use popcorn. Wow, is that what it says? Use popcorn? To send something? To send a gift? It's actually funny and might work to keep something from breaking, because those of you that follow me on Instagram, I posted something about a very vintage Mickey Mouse saucer and cup that I ordered from Austria, I think it was. And it didn't arrive in one piece, so that really broke my heart. So, and we're going to be doing a little video where me and Mike, mainly Mike, is gonna try to fix it. So yeah, DuckTales, the Game Boy. You could be Lucky Duck or a sitting duck. You decide. Look at that. Look at this. To have this on your shirt. Guys, I'm giving you free shirt design advice, tips. Joe Montana. What's in this? All right, let's just go through this fast. See if there's any fun stuff. It's all fun stuff, but you guys know what I mean. Anything that pops out. Mountain High. I hope the quality is good. This is the first time for me to film with a gimbal, and it just gives me a lot more options. See, not only Disney-themed games were in here. This is Kung Fu. Wally Bear and the No Gang. What is this? Baseball. Don't really care too much about baseball. Earth, the Mrs. Charlies. Puzzles. See, for the parents. These ads. You gotta love the 80s and the 90s. Well, and the 70s and the 60s and the 50s. I mean, it depends on what you like. If you like clothes, then maybe 50s. I prefer the 50s, maybe even the 40s. Video games, 80s, 90s. Movies, 80s, 90s. Shoes, 80s, 90s. This is the Jungle Book videotape. Now on video. Get yours today, only $24.99. They were actually pretty expensive for that time. That's why Macaulay Culkin. Have you guys seen him in the new season of American Horror? We were so thrilled to see his name. We're just so happy that he finally gets a chance. He's a good guy and he's a good actor. Finally gets a chance to prove himself. So we've only watched 2 episodes so far, and it looks kind of fun. I just wish they didn't go with the vampire thing. I feel like we've had too many vampire-themed shows and movies, but it looks fun, so we're gonna give it a chance, see how it is. Give it like a real chance. Because so far, we've been enjoying all of the American Horror Stories seasons. All right, Tailspin. What is this? To make a child's dream come true? Buy this album. Oh, yeah. Okay. One of these, buy this album and help out. Disney for Disney for our children. I've never seen this album. Walt Disney Records will donate all of its profits for our children to the Pediatric AIDS Foundation. Ah, it's a good thing. Oh, look at this. An adventure with Ariel is in your hands. I used to love these kind of little hand consoles. I don't know how else to call them. Make a happy ending happen in this great game, starring one of your favorite characters. Go under the sea to help Ariel dodge the pesky eels, flotsam and jetsam, while picking up human possessions. Be on board with Prince Eric, gets in his boat to battle the evil sea witch, Ursula, then get ready to lead Ariel out of the water and into the arms of her true love, Eric. This actually sounds like a better plot than the actual game that we have on the Sega Genesis. That one is a little bit boring. I just finished playing it 2 days ago. But this plot actually sounds much better, much cooler. I just wish they went with this storyline for the Sega Genesis. Weird Al. All right, anything in here that's fun to show you before I wrap up the video? It's just all kind of deliciousness in here. What is this, a video game or a video? No. Dare to discover the secrets of the lost lamp. Love it. Again, this on a shirt. Love it. The actual ad page on a shirt. How cool would that be? That just breathes the 90s. I love Rescue Rangers. I love the comics, but I also love the actual show. Just a shame that I won't be able to find more of these here. Look at this. Stickers. As a kid, I used to collect a lot of stickers, especially Star Wars stickers. I used to have so much that I couldn't hold them in my hand. The piles were that thick. But of course, like everyone, we lost a lot of Star Wars stuff when we were kids. And today we're like, oh, I wish I still had them. All right, and then this one is actually from a couple of years later. This is from June 1994. Again, all of these I managed to find in Europe. Actually, these were the only ones I managed to find in Europe. These were the only ones that I managed to find. So I got all of them. Everything that I managed to find, I got. So this is, of course, when the Flintstones came out. Look. At the same time as the Super Nintendo game, which is kind of fun. It's cute. What else is in here? You can see that you could just tell the difference between this one and what I've been showing you so far. Look at this. This also could make a nice shirt print. The Princess and the Goblin. I don't think I've seen that one. Is that a Disney movie even? No, I think at this point, everyone could just pay for their ad, and even if they were competing with Disney, I think at this point, Disney just allowed anyone that would pay for their ad to be in here. Anyone was welcome. Oh yeah, I love this show. I keep forgetting the name, with these real dinosaurs. Real quote unquote family. Pointers from the pros on how to be able to draw like a Disney artist. This looks like Tarzan, not really sure. And I just love what they did here. See? Up there. And here they tell you how to make a zoot rope. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. They tell you what you need. So, it was really a magazine for kids, but with all kind of different stuff in there. That's what makes it so diverse. Disney's Adventures, only for $20. This issue with Jafar I don't have. This one is from January 1994. Oh, look at this ad. Look at this ad, you guys. Love it. Another t-shirt print idea. Oh, and then at this point they did the Return of Jafar comic. I actually enjoyed the movie. The part 2, the Aladdin part 2 movie, and then the TV show, the animated TV show. They were pretty fun. Oh, that's crazy. I've been playing this Pirates of the Dark Water. I've actually been playing this week. Not because I saw it in here. I don't know. I just had to think about it. I even posted it on Instagram. I love this game. But I loved the animated TV show even better. It was so cool. See, at this point, you can also find Sega ads in here. So you could tell that Disney was needing money. Things were not really going good. I think, I'm not really sure. I see a video game with Goofy in it. The Wild West exhibit, Goofy gets a hand from Wagon Train Donald. Goofy's Hysterical History Tour. Oh, I actually have that game. All right, this is it, you guys. And then Mega Man. Love that game. Who doesn't love a Mega Man game? There are a couple of them. So, this was it, you guys. Just a little piece of vintage goodness to share with you. I hope you've enjoyed it as much as I've enjoyed it. Sharing this with you, going through all these issues that I managed to gather so far. And I don't know, if you love this kind of stuff, just do it. Every now and then, just go to one of these old flea markets and just see what you can find that can trigger happy, nice memories from the past. Why not? Just do it. Sometimes, I know it sounds really corny, but sometimes it is really the little things that bring much joy. So, anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. I'm gonna wrap it up. And Mike needs to be here because he needs to clean the windows. And I need to go and do some other cleaning in other parts of the house. So, anyway. Love you guys. Thank you so much for watching and, like always, putting up with our silly videos. And we hope to see you again soon. Take good care and meet the world with love.